Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. It's a Friday folks, hooray for that. So this is a little bit of a channel update. I will be going to the beach next week and won't be posting anything. This is going to be the last of what I do for TV for the year. You might on occasion get another season or two of television, but otherwise TV is largely done on this channel. It'll be all films from now on. So TV upfronts for this week. And I did the TV upfronts last year. It's amazing to know I've been doing this channel for nearly a year. Some TV shows were indeed cancelled, or TV shows that I thought, okay, we're going to do well, were cancelled. Other shows I didn't think were going to do well at all got renewed. And I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to do another 18-minute video. I'll tell you what's new on each night, what's moving on each night, what is coming out mid-season. Then I'm going to tell you what you should watch and what you should skip. I remember last year I did neutral. That's gone away because, quite frankly, neutrality is hard these days. Then I'll go into some shows, not all the shows, because quite frankly, if I did all the shows, that again, that would exceed the length of what I want to do here. And I'll briefly tell you where I think the television industry is headed here, folks. So what's new on Monday nights? At 8:30 is 9JKL, Valor is at 9 p.m., The Gifted is at 9 p.m., Me, Myself, and I is at 9:30, The Braves at 10. What's moving on Monday? Lucifer at 8. Do I feel outraged at all, or do I care enough that Lucifer's moved to 8 o'clock p.m. on Monday night? No, not particularly. What's new on Tuesday nights then is The Mayor at 9:30, The Gospel of Kevin at 10. So therefore, what is moving on Tuesday nights? It might be the most shows ever moving on a single night, and is 7 TV shows here, folks. The Weapon at 8, Fresh Off the Boat at 8:30, Superstore, The Mick, Blackish, all at 9, The Good Place at 9:30, Brooklyn 99 at 9:30. Do any of these get me outraged, or I say they haven't taken advantage of that particular time slot? Again, I can't say. Well, on Wednesday nights, both at 9 o'clock, is SEAL Team and the reboot of Dynasty. Yes, Dynasty is getting a reboot. What is moving to Wednesday nights? Well, we have 3 shows at 8 o'clock. That's Blacklist, Riverdale, and Empire. Star is at 9 o'clock. American Housewives is at 8:30. And Criminal Minds is at 10. Any of the TV shows moving to Wednesday get me outraged or give me hope? I mean, maybe, Blacklist and Riverdale, because now they're at 8 o'clock and maybe they can get an early advantage. I don't know. So on Thursdays here, the revival of Will and Grace is at 8. Young Sheldon's at 8:30, The Orville's at 9, Law & Order True Crime is at 10, SWAT is at 10. Let's move to Thursday nights. At 8 o'clock it's Gotham, Great News is at 8:30, Arrow's at 9, and also at 9 o'clock is This Is Us. If you're mad that, oh, you have to wait another day or another hour to see how Jack died, oh, boo-hoo, On Friday nights is Marvels and Humans at 9. Then after an 8-episode run, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will take that spot. What's moving to Friday nights, or possibly the Friday night death spot? Well, it's Blind Spot at 8, Upon a Time at 8, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend at 8, so at 9 is taken, and The Virgin at 9. And again, this is the TV death spot. Again, anything is possible. But I think Once Upon a Time, quite frankly, is reporting that it'll end its run. Spot, again, I'm amazed that Blind Spot got renewed at all this year. On Sundays is Wisdom in the Crowd at 8, Ghosted at 8:30, 10 Days in the Valley at 10. What's moving on Sunday nights? Madam Secretary at 10 o'clock. Am I outraged, saddened, happy for Madam Secretary? I don't know. I'll get in talking about what is coming out mid-season. For NBC, there is Chicago Med, and no word on Chicago Justice. That may or may not be renewed. Yes, even the Chicago franchise has to have one loose string that they need to cut off. Then a comedy called AP Bio, a drama called Good Girl, a show called Champions, Reverie, starring the always lovely Sarah Shahi, and the surprise of the year, the show that got canceled and 3 days later it got renewed, Timeless. Good for people who love Timeless. Oh wait, yeah, it's being moved to summer. Ha! Where no one watches TV shows in the summer. On Fox, for mid-season. We have the final season of New Girl, and how after 7 seasons can you be the new girl? That's just my question. We have the return of the X-Files, hooray! We have The Resident, I'll talk about that and why you should skip it. 911, about people who work at 911. And LA to Vegas. Coming to ABC mid-season is the revival of Roseanne, The Crossing, Deception for the People, which is another lawyer show because we all need more lawyer shows, and a comedy called Splitting Up Together. CBS mid-season. Determination what if this is the final season of Elementary, because I don't really know. Man with the Plan, Code Black, Instinct, and By the Book on CW. It's whatever didn't get promoted for fall. And it's iZombie, The 100, yay! The Originals, Black Lightning, yay! Life Sentence. This. When it came to last year, it's like, yes, there are 2 shows that I actually consistently watch. One was Designated Survivor, which going into his 2nd season is on his 4th showrunner. At one point, the writers were in Los Angeles. The guy who ran day-to-day affairs of the show was in New York, and the show was being filmed up in Toronto. I mean, the other show that I watched with consistency was Pitch, about the first female baseball player. That got canceled. Why The Exorcist got renewed, I have no clue, because then again that was on Fridays, and Fridays is very low expectations. And then I tried to watch one episode of Kevin Can Wait. I thought it was one of the worst things I ever saw. I tried to watch one episode of Powerless. Not even remotely funny at all. The difference to what I want to say is this. There's a difference between what I think you should watch and what I should watch. Those are what shows that I think, yes, I could watch. That doesn't necessarily mean I will actually watch them all the way through. The shows that I say you should skip are the shows that I think, oh my god, why in the world did they make these? They are so god-awful. What I would say you watch on NBC is Law & Order True Crime, The Will and Grace Revival, Reverie, and AP Bio. In the wake of the success of People vs. O.J. Simpson, they all want to breathe the same rarefied air as that show. Well, you can, and so all you can hope for is being a pretty good series. And the first season of Law & Order True Crime focuses on the Menendez brothers. And I guess what I like about this one is that it's a limited series and it has Edie Falco as a lawyer. Another show that I will watch, The Reverie, which stars Sarah Shahi. And if people are in these comas, she's decided to go into their comas and help them come back to life, apparently. I think it's a goofy premise, but I happen to like it regardless. It reminds me of The Cell. What you should skip is Rise, Good Girls, and Champions. Rise, I'm sorry to say, this stars Josh Radnor. He was fresh off of Mercy Street. And apparently this show is apparently based off of a drama teacher's actual memoir. And it's set in a small Midwestern town. I look at the trailer, I see to myself, oh look, remember Glee? Everyone loved Glee, but let's make it as a drama. Yay! I just think to myself, oh brother. On CBS, I say you should watch Me, Myself, and I, By the Book, and SWAT. Me, Myself, and I. This is a single camera comedy examining one man's life in 3 different time periods. One is a 14-year-old boy in 1999. Himself as in present day as a 40-year-old. And him as a 65-year-old in 2042. You should skip is 9JKL, Instinct, SEAL Team, Young Sheldon, and Wisdom of the Crowd. I'm saying Sheldon, I'm sorry. It's like, yes, I like The Big Bang Theory on occasion. I watch some episodes on occasion. But I don't want to see the early life of young Sheldon Cooper. I just don't. On Fox, here's what I say you watch. The Gifted, The Orville, and Ghosted. So, The Gifted, apparently set in the X-Men universe. But then again, the X-Men universe is so screwed up, you don't know what timeline it's set in. At one point they say they don't know the X-Men or the Brotherhood even existed anymore. So, The Orville, I've always wanted to see a space spoof. I'm a big fan of pre-cancellation of Family Guy. I hope this is really good. Then again, it's on Fox, and Fox will cancel anything that's any good here, folks. What you should skip on Fox is The Resident, 911, and LA to Vegas. Resident, I'm sorry. I'm just sick of medical shows, and this one stars Logan, Agent 13, and Admiral Pike, and they're all in medical school now. On ABC, here's what I suggest you watch. Inhumans: The Crossing, The Roseanne Revival, and The Good Doctor. Good Doctor, I mean, basically, this stars Freddie Highmore, and this is produced by the people who made House. I like Freddie Highmore. I haven't seen the last season of Bates Motel, but I liked Bates Motel strictly for him and the mental deterioration of Norman Bates. Everything else about Bates Motel I couldn't give a shit about, but I liked Freddie Highmore. What you should be skipping on ABC is Deception for the People, 10 Days in the Valley, Splitting Up Together, the Grey's Anatomy spinoff, also Alex Inc. 10 Days in the Valley, this stars Kyra Sedgwick as I guess a screenwriter for a studio. She's producing this television cop show. Her daughter then goes missing. The events of her daughter's kidnapping follow the events of that TV show. And I mean, I just look at it and I think, oh, good grief. The CW, what you should watch is Black Lightning. Black Lightning, after looking at the trailer, I think to myself, well, there's another hit for the CW, because the CW has become the DC channel or the Greg Berlanti channel, and it has the character of Black Lightning, who has given up his crime-fighting days, only for him to be drawn back into the fact that, yes, some of his family members are going out for justice, and the gangs are going after his kids' schools. What you should skip is Dynasty, Life Sentence, and Valor. Dynasty, oh my god. This is a reboot of the classic 80s show by the same name. I can give you 3 words as to why you should skip this show. Paging Joan Collins. This is being produced by the people who made the OC. Here's the thing, I didn't mind the OC, I just think each season got incredibly worse as it went along. And I guess apparently the original creators have given their blessing to do this show. Good for them, but it's like, or maybe they are executive producers of this thing, good for them. I just think, wow, this is garbage. So considering the fact that, we live in an age of peak TV, I want to explain, I have a few thoughts of where I think television is going. We nearly avoided a writer's strike this year, and it's the first writer's strike we almost had in nearly a decade, and that was before the advent of streaming and all these online services. Several things is going to happen. One, at least for dramas, because comedies they're more set in stone, I think we're going to get less commercials for dramas. Very few TV shows, I think, in the near future are going to have 22 to 24 episodes. Is that we're going to be doing year-long programming. I think we're going to have summer shows that are strictly shows that I don't think that could either make, the spring or the fall. I think, again, TV is an ever-evolving medium. I think ratings are no longer going to be relevant. Again, it's also the fact is they're trying to avoid canceling a whole bunch of shows or saying outright that TV show is canceled. They'll just say it's a limited run. I'm not going to tell you why I think it's going to be the first canceled. I don't feel like I can do that anymore. What have you liked about the new upcoming TV season? Please tell me that in the comment box below. So if you want to see this handsome face again here, folks, click the subscribe button for more great content. You're all classy, folks. I'll see you when I get back from the beach. See you, folks.